Hi, my name's Tracy, and that's my wife Ashley and our son Henry. And we're modern homesteaders. We live on 3 acres just off my grandparents' farm. Some people might think this lifestyle is crazy, but we wouldn't change it for a minute. Our landscape is constantly changing. Let's take a step back and let me show you how we got here. This is 1 year on a farm.
A small farm, yeah.
This week on Farm Alarms, 1 year on a farm. We wake up to a beautiful foggy morning. One of our sheep goes crazy. We take a look at some glass gem corn that we grew. We run out to the Amish Sawmill for some free sawdust. And while we're there, we take a sneak peek of the sawmill itself. Plus, how did our 400 feet of blackberries turn out? Spoiler alert, it wasn't good. All of this and more. Welcome to Farm Alarm. Henry and I are sitting out here. We were just kind of kneeling down, thinking maybe the sheep would come, right? And Ashley went to go get a little bit of feed, and I was talking to Henry, asking him if he was scared. He's like, I see dark. And I said, it's going to be dark whenever we go deer hunting this year, right? And what'd you ask me?
I'm gonna shoot any hippopotamuses.
Are we going to shoot hippopotamuses?
Yeah. No, I'm saying when we go deer season.
Oh, during deer season?
Yeah.
When we harvest deer for the meat that we eat?
Like harvest wheat?
Like harvest wheat and beans and corn?
Yeah.
No, it's similar, because I guess you do gather that in. Oh, there's a cat. That's one of the kitties that was making the meows.
Meowing because there's probably a cat down there, or maybe a fox. It's probably a big, really big predator.
Okay.
It's probably a big cat.
You think we could agree on one thing, though?
Yeah.
Probably not a hippopotamus, though.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Bye.
So it's about 9 o'clock right now. Henry and I just came out here and put the chickens up, just shut them in, and we always like to check on the sheep. We're standing out here for about 30 seconds, and then I noticed that our ram just he head-butted really hard our little lamb. And I was like, well, that's kind of crazy. So he starts snorting, and then he starts going crazy, headbutting everybody. Our little lamb, he pinned her, slammed her up against a tree. I mean, and it's just constant, and just going crazy. We have a couple cats over here, and one of them just meowing like crazy, right? But I didn't think anything of it. So she's like, hey, that cat's meowing. The neighbor's dog over yonder is barking like crazy. And so I just start putting it together that, maybe he's forcing these girls away from us because maybe he thinks something's going on with us. But, in reality, like Ashley said, maybe there's something around here. Maybe there's a coyote or a big cat. There are some big cats in the area, even though the conservation really says that there's not, but there is. My list of fears, him hurting them, especially Buttercup, because like I done told you, she's pregnant, but also I don't want him to run them and, make them jump the fence. I guess time will tell, and in the morning, if they're still here, we're still sheep farmers. We'll see you in the morning. Alright, it's morning. Henry and I are going to go check on the sheep. I'm going to bet that everything's good. He probably had calmed down, but we'll see. What do you think?
Good.
Good. Always good, right?
Right.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
It rained last night, and look at the ground. It's already dusty. Don't you hear the lamb, Henry?
Mm-hmm.
I hear the lamb. Everybody's probably good, but you got a brand new shirt on here. Pretty excited about that. Ain't had new shirts in a couple years. I will basically wear the same shirts every day. I have 3 shirts. I mean, I have nice shirts that I do dress in, but I have work shirts, and I feel that, hey, I like to keep it simple. This is a Red Cap brand. I used to wear Dickies, but they're just really durable, and for working in town and working at the shop, working on the farm, they seem to just hold up really good. I think we need to change their water. Think so?
Yeah.
I walk between the raindrops. I am soaked, but I don't mind the cold. I have walked this street 1,000 times or more, and I hope that I still do.
I am letting the sheep have some sheep food. Here is it. Yeah.
In front of me, I see them clearly. A life I once had is sealed in this town of concrete and stone.
This spring we actually planted a little bit of glass gem corn. It is an heirloom corn, and man, it just turned out really neat looking. We actually didn't really get to harvest any for eating purposes, but I was able to harvest some that did produce for the for reseeding. I mean, check this stuff out. It's really neat. It is an heirloom corn. We got it from Baker Creek Seed Company. A bunch of stalks grew from one kernel.
We need to cut this piece off, even this piece. We're harvesting corn. This is glass gem corn. Look how pretty it is. We got 3 yellow ones and 1 that one.
One kernel brought, it's just very strange. One kernel brought up like 5 or 6 stalks off of one kernel of corn. I couldn't believe it. You know, I should have known that, you know, just like anything else, you get more than one plant coming up in the same hole, and it's really going to kind of rob the nutrients from the soil, and the plant's not going to do as well. Look at this right here. One hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one here, this one is just crazy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 or 16 coming up out of this one hole. And that's just really crazy to me. 15 or 16 stalks out of one kernel of corn. Swoop! Swoop! So this far sheep right here, her name is Buttercup, and she is pregnant. On her nose, on her snoot of her nose, let's see, kind of, you know, right in there, over the last month and a half, she's had this little about the size of a dime of no hair, dime-sized spot of no hair on her muzzle there, and it grew back. So I called the vet, and they said that she probably had some sort of a mite. We have diatomaceous earth that we mix in with her feed, I had been pouring that over top of them because they get in the way, and so that diatomaceous earth was getting right on her on that spot, and I think that DE, or diatomaceous earth, ate up whatever was going on.
So we finally made it out here to the Amish Sawmill before it rains. You know, we're so busy right now this time of year, and it seems like every time we try to get out here, it just rained like the day before. And what that does is that makes this entire mountain of sawdust just extremely wet. And that doesn't work really good for long-term storage. So it's actually going to be raining tonight, and we were able to get out here. It hasn't rained in a few weeks. I think that's going to be awesome. This stuff is going to store really nice. We brought over some molasses tubs, and those things work pretty good. If you guys don't know where to get free molasses tubs, we'll leave a video link up here, but just any farmer that has a lot of cows, man, they have abundance of these things, and they generally just burn them because they have so many of them. They try to get rid of them. Nobody wants them, but they work really good for storage.
We have blackberries. We have 5 80-foot lows. This year's not a good year for them. It was just way too dry.
Well, it looks like the sheep are doing good. I'm not sure what was going on last night, but with the combination of, you know, the other animals kind of going crazy, plus them, you know, maybe they were just, he was just kind of getting them to safety and shelter. But anyway, hey, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see y'all on the next episode.
Stay tuned.